Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Tom here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching more Lost today, episode 4 of season 4. The last episode, there was a lot to deal with, and a few of our Lost members, our group, have left.
They actually got on the helicopter and looking down at the island.
Yes, and I am shocked. It's like Jurassic Park.
It's like too good to be true.
When you sleep
Mechanical
at the island,
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, mechanical Jurassic Park.
So reach out and get them.
Yeah, do you guys think that it's going to be successful, that they're actually going to leave the island?
They're going to leave the island, but I think it's going to not be what they're anticipating. I don't think it's going to
I think they're going to be given another choice to either turn back or keep going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, what we saw from the potential future, I don't think that's going to be set in stone. Otherwise, the series is almost over, and it's not.
I know, yeah.
Right.
So even though they did actually leave the island, I don't think they're going to actually land off the island. I think something's going to happen where they're going to have to go back, whether the helicopter malfunctions or something, like halfway through. Bermuda Triangle.
Or if they do leave, they have ultimatums. They have to do something for whoever Naomi's group is.
I know.
They have to do something for them for the rest of their life. Who knows? Because this is a huge deal. If the world finds out about this island and what Ben's done, I mean, this is huge. And the island
I don't think
itself,
Ben's the mastermind.
Yeah.
I still don't think he is.
Yeah, and I don't think so. I feel like because there's just so much mystery with this that I'm like, we're going to be shocked about something else. And then we have Jacob also. So yeah, I think that Jacob, whoever that is like a big key player. But here we saw future glimpses of what's going to happen. And here Saeed was an assassin for Ben.
It is crazy
to
think that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's going to be, they have to do things. Like, they have something on each person. And like Saeed, being the assassin that he was, not the assassin, but the torturer that he was, Ben has something over him, and I think
major, like he said, you want to protect your friends, and I'm like, well, what does that even mean? So are the other ones like leaving the island and now in prison somewhere? I mean, we saw other future, videos of them, or just like them in the future actually living life in a bad way. So I feel like there's people out there hunting them, like the others are out there hunting them too, because you're witnesses to what we're doing here and you're not supposed to leave, so you must die.
We still never found out who was in that casket, right?
No, we haven't.
No.
But it's probably one of our group members, because
Kate
knew who it was, and of course Jack knew who it was, and Kate said, no, I have no interest in going to that, to see him.
And we know it's not Ben because Ben's a vet now.
Yeah, right.
Before we started recording, Kim mentioned that the car that Hurley was driving was actually the one that he was fixing up with his dad.
That's right.
The past.
That's right. And if we hadn't remembered that, or we would have said, "Oh, that's Hurley." Not, we thought it was.
In our defense, we're not used to seeing that car actually working the way it's supposed to.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I gotta say, because we really do love this. We really do love this show, and it has a lot of subtle hints to things. And I know, we love you guys. And we have so many fans that like absolutely love this show, where they just like really pay attention to all those details. And we know nothing about it. And I know you guys did at one point too. Like, you didn't know anything about it, but there's still like a difference. I feel like people sometimes are more in tune to looking for those details, and we're not like programmed to think that way. And I feel bad when we forget, or not forget. Well, we did. We forgot what it looked like and stuff. But there's certain things that are just so subtle that we saw one episode a while ago. We watch this, like once a week, and sometimes we skip a couple weeks and watch 2 episodes at once or something. So we watch a lot of content on the channel. So it's just, easy to forget. But, for the main story, we're, totally good with that. But all the subtle details are But you caught on to that, so that was good.
Yeah, and the mannerisms of the person driving, we all thought it was Sawyer. Like, he's going to be a rebel,
The
but
crazy
if you
driving.
think about it, he was so nervous because he saw Charlie. he saw Charlie in the convenience store, and that freaked him out, and that's what made him, drive the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I know.
So it's just bad for them to go back. That's what it looks like. They have to stay on the island.
And he wants to go. Yeah, he wants to go back.
All right. So 404.
It's weird to see him eating out of Ben's refrigerator.
Was it a Dharma medication on his door?
Dharma something. Oh, he's got someone in the basement.
Oh, this is for the prisoner. Okay.
These are the last 2 eggs.
This looks familiar.
From my own bookshelf.
Help you pass the time.
Oh, you don't want to share?
Actually, I was hoping you would share, Ben. Seeing as you claim to have a spy on his ship.
You're even asking me for help. So here we are, just like old times. Except I'm locked in a different room.
Done with your breakfast?
I'm going to eat those eggs.
See, he's hearing that. He loves it.
I
did that before.
Coffee smells good.
Well, why don't I go make you a cup?
And leave you two
They're all
alone.
cute now.
So why don't you tell
Because
me?
I don't trust you.
Oh.
Ouch.
Go home.
Aw, bad for him.
Is there a back entrance?
Yeah, but you're going in the front door with your head held high, okay?
Wow.
A trial or
People
is
versus
this
Catherine
Ocean?
Ann Austin. Assault with a deadly weapon. Grand larceny, grand theft auto, and murder in the first degree.
You're hereby remanded into federal custody for the duration of your trial.
Your Honor.
That was quick, too.
우리는 이성을 곧 보낼 텐데.
So you think.
I learn English for you.
Aw, just getting good at it.
우리 얘기.
Yeah. Our baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, what do
Oh,
you
thank God, distraction.
They could make arrangements to get all of us off this island.
Where's Kate?
Kind of, sort of.
Killed a chicken.
Choking the
Ready
chick.
for you.
I want to talk to Miles. Where are you keeping
I
him?
should wash his hair.
This is not a democracy.
Then I guess that makes it a dictatorship.
If I was a dictator, I would just shoot you.
Huh. Well, that's a big threat.
That dude keeps me out.
In the rec room, right?
No, I moved him to the boathouse.
You got it out of me.
You just totally Scooby-Dooed me, didn't you?
Sorry.
Nom nom nom. You only get
Take a
this
piece
half
of
a
that
sandwich.
iced tea.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did?
What did you do?
He's being
Answer
sarcastic.
the question.
I'm exactly where I want to be.
Oh.
You bring him to me, and I will tell you everything I know about you.
He wants Ben.
The DA's decided to try this case herself, which means they're going to do the full court press, and we need to start talking about cutting a deal.
No.
Kate, you confessed to your mother that you killed your father. So you tell me, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to win this thing?
Put me on the stand. You are not using my son.
My son. Oh.
Ooh,
So
she
she
did get
is pregnant?
He's having some trouble getting a hold of their boat.
You haven't heard from Saeed? You said they left yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're fine.
She's with them because they need laundry done.
I saw Rousseau take him in there last night. Just pick him up and rock him a little bit. Yeah.
Gotta start learning.
Not very good with babies.
There we go, Muffin.
So cute.
You're so good with him.
Don't fire me, okay?
What?
We got killed in the opening. I had to do this.
Does the
She
defense
got the
have a
person
witness?
she didn't want.
Your Honor, I'd like to renew my objection to this witness on the basis of relevance.
And I'm going to renew my overruling of your objection.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Gulp.
No, the marshal died in the crash. I never spoke to him. Miss Austin told me.
Yeah, make it sound more honest.
She took care of me. She took care of all of us.
She's gonna freak out and be like,
tried
nope.
to save the other two, but they didn't.
Stop.
Miss
She
Dunbrook?
was one in line.
That was very moving, Dr. Shep. Do you love the defendant?
I knew that was the question.
No. Not anymore.
Oh, I think that's truthful. I like them together. They're fun.
Can I come in?
Got something in your eye? You go. Pretty damn good wine. I tested it. Oh, how's life because of Declare? You are terrible at this, Freckles. Please
be woman enough to tell me you want to use me for something.
I want you to help me bust him out.
Her own personal game.
I know, it's gonna make things all screwed up.
And the rest of the group, what are they saying?
I think they're saying bah. Nice thing about sheep, they're predictable. She came to me about an hour ago.
Wow.
Said she wanted my help busting Ben out of your basement. What, the boathouse down by the dock? If Hugo knows, everybody knows.
Yeah, so I think this is part of the plan, so Kate can get in there, right?
Yeah.
To get Ben.
I already moved Miles.
Oh.
Sawyer looks surprised.
I think he was a good actor there. Maybe he didn't know. I think he did, though.
Because he was behind him.
Stop through the door.
You got 1 minute. Go.
Stay there. Don't close them in.
Or I can lie. And I'd be willing to do that for $3.2 million.
My present situation is a little bit restricted. Can that be amended?
Okay.
1
week.
Not in front of the door.
I got your name when you called the freighter. You're wanted for murder, fraud, arson, a whole bunch of other stuff I can't remember. Who knows, maybe you didn't survive the crash.
Don't shoot him. I hope Locke doesn't just kill him.
I want you gone by morning.
So sad, this whole situation. It's like
Work
sympathy.
it out so you two can have a few minutes of privacy.
I don't need any privacy.
You need to talk to her, Kate.
Hello, Catherine. Was it true, what he said? That you're a hero.
You got sick? When I risked my life to see you, you screamed for help and called the police.
Please. It all changed. When I thought you were dead. Came here to tell you that I don't want to testify against you.
Oh.
Just want to meet him.
I don't want you anywhere near him.
It's so hard.
I'm surprised that she's taking that approach.
This is my house.
Kind of, sort of.
Me and Montezuma's house.
Here we go again.
Yeah, he means it though, and she's just taking advantage of it. Like, she likes him, but...
Queen of diamonds.
Oh. Playing a game. Thought they were rehearsing what they do.
2 out of 3. It's not bad.
It's an emergency.
Shifty eyes.
Speaker, too.
Shifty eyes.
Put it on speaker.
They never
They
made
left
it.
last night. Frank took them up in a helicopter.
The time difference.
What do you mean
Ah. Time
That's
coordinates.
terrible. I hope they're alright.
At least Locke won't torture him.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe not.
Open your mouth. Oh, here we go.
A grenade?
In the meantime, however, you're going to keep your mouth shut.
He's gonna
Holy
walk away. You won't be able to keep that in.
My God.
Oh, jeez.
That's bad.
Locke's
I'm
gonna
half
come in.
expecting Hugo to
Gotta
be
go
watching.
Oh, she doesn't like to be dominated or something? Yeah, she's...
No,
No.
she won't. She's truly not into it.
I'm not pregnant.
I mean,
Don't act like that.
Been the worst thing in the world.
you crawl up in my bed 1 second, and the next you just...
Goodbye, James.
You didn't want a baby anymore, and you'll find some reason to get pissed at Jack and bounce right back to me.
Yeah.
See you in a week.
Is unable to testify because of medical reasons.
There's granted recess for lunch.
Or she's
Did it
saying...
on purpose.
Yeah, because she was
Yeah.
saying that she didn't want to testify.
Right.
No jail time. Kate Austin is a worldwide hero who saved 5 other people's lives after a plane crash. You must have a hell of a closing, Melissa.
She is something.
No, wait, Kate.
Give me something to sign and I'll sign it. And then I walk out the back door.
She can't leave the state.
Hey.
It's Jack.
I just wanted to tell you that what I said in there, I didn't mean it.
About loving her.
No, he still loves her.
Right. He loves her, yeah.
I know why you don't want to see the baby, Jack.
With his long hair.
Because of Sawyer's.
Until you want to, come and see us.
Yeah.
Wonder if Sawyer was in that casket.
Oh, I hope not.
Because when she said I have to go home to see him, she must have meant her son.
No.
Same pouty face as Sawyer.
Hi, Aaron.
Aaron?
Aaron?
Claire's Aaron?
Huh?
Aaron.
Ooh, what a twist.
Unless she loved Aaron so much.
I know.
Named him after Aaron.
Maybe Claire was in that casket?
I said him, though.
I don't know. I'm like kind of just
All right,
like
what's
stuck.
going
I'm
on?
like,
So now I'm really worried. What happened to Claire?
well, yeah, because just how this show is, people do that. They like a name and maybe they'll copy the name,
and they want to have that remembrance of someone else. But I mean, the child is very. I mean, he's a baby, so to name her child after a baby, but it could be a few years after. But it seems like it's pretty close after being rescued.
yeah,
That she's on trial and all this.
that's
Weird.
insane.
So Desmond's premonition of having Claire and the baby on a helicopter, maybe it happened, but maybe something happened to Claire after that on the freighter. Because we don't even know what our guys are going through right now on the freighter with the time difference and stuff like that. We don't know if they're going to make it on,
And why is
safely.
Jack not willing to face the baby? Like, Kate's talking to him, like saying, well, you have to, if you want to go for coffee, you have to be able to accept my son or something. So what's going on there?
Yeah, right. Maybe he did something accidentally to hurt Claire.
Mm-hmm.
And he just can't face the baby.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
if it's that.
they mentioned that there were 8 survivors on the island.
Or 6.
So,
yeah, 8. And then they were Oceanic 6. Right? Prior.
They kept saying 6 before.
Yeah, but then he did say 8. So that
Mhm.
is weird.
so who do we know survived so far? It was Jack, Kate,
Hurley,
Saeed.
Saeed,
Jack, Kate, Hurley, Saeed. That's 4.
possibly Aaron.
5.
If that
That's
is
Aaron.
our Aaron or Claire's Aaron.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, so we're slowly getting to know who the Oceanic
So
6 are. So
there's still 3 more that survived or at least got rescued.
Yeah, so whoever in the casket, that was one that didn't survive because he made it back to the mainland.
Yeah, did he die when he got back, or did he die like on the journey back? I don't know. I know. I love the mystery there. It's like, what? Like, that was a huge shock.
So it would make sense if that's our Aaron, that Kate would lie. I mean, it would make sense that is the Aaron that we know.
Unless, which I doubt this is the case, but Kate kidnapped a kid, and that's why Jack is upset.
Well, look at how upset she
Laugh
was
a
with
bit.
Sawyer.
I think that's true,
when she found out that Sawyer said, "Oh, good," after she said, "I'm not pregnant." He's like, "Oh, good," He's so relieved, but you could tell that she was saddened by that because you can tell that she does want.
She's probably been thinking about it every day for.
Yeah,
for a long time. So,
and she doesn't want to touch Claire's baby. She didn't want to hold him. Maybe it's too hurtful. I don't know. But she was sensitive to that.
Maybe she wasn't, but then they did their thing in the sack again. So,
but he didn't. They didn't really. He says, "I understand. I understand. We didn't want you to want to go all the way because you were sad."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't do it again, but.
I do feel bad for Sawyer because, like, he really loves Kate, but he's not stupid. Like, he knows when he's being used, and he's very open with her, and she just comes out with it after that. So she just constantly uses him.
Yes, and he's okay with her using him. He understands it.
Yeah, I know it hurts him, but he understands it.
And he
lets
got
it happen.
smacked for it, but the truth hurt, And
well, yeah, that was a jerk thing to say, but honestly, I think the same thing because I know she really cares for Jack. She really loves Jack, but she has a strong connection with Sawyer because they're so alike, so he's easy to be with. They really work well together, like Sawyer, like they really are. Not good together, though, because Kate's just not there, but I want to say they were a good match. At least Sawyer's all the way in, but they're just too close together, and Kate doesn't want that, like, as the same person.
Well, it's also, she's going through so much right now that it's also a good way to blow off steam.
Yeah,
and,
so she's
and
just
Sawyer's
using him.
steam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's just using him for her own benefit, exactly.
Yeah, and she is this whole thing. She was Scooby-Dooing the whole way, like she said to Hurley. It's true. She was using this group. I mean, she was tricked by them to go with them, to stay there, but she also tricked everybody to get, for her own agenda. So Miles can talk to Ben, and so she can find out, do you know who I am? What's it going to be like when I potentially go back to the States? And I mean, she knows in her heart what's going to happen. She knew this trial was going to happen. I mean, how can you not?
Oh,
yeah.
Hero or not, they still have to go through it. You still have a past to deal with.
Mm-hmm. That was a big risk for her to, trick Locke and have Sawyer help her get Miles over to Ben.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was really good in how she did that. But it makes me there's so much chaos going on already. But for her to do such a risk, but at the same time, why even trust Locke? Here he's saying, well, it's not a democracy. You can't, choose. We're not doing it as a group vote here. I get to do what I want. Oh, and if I was a tyrant, I would just shoot you. Like saying something like that.
I mean, he's not wrong though. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, he knows where Miles was kept, and she didn't. So he doesn't have to just tell her where he is because she wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the point he was trying to get across. It's like, I'm nothing against you. If I did, I'd take you out before, any more problems arise.
Yeah, but now he's fully taking charge, and he is so confident in that position.
He's extremely confident, but Ben still gets under his skin at the same time. Ben always wins.
Yeah.
And
Ben does it very well.
Fit right after, and Ben, just like when he was, in the hatch.
Yeah, so I think
Same
that's
scenario.
a weakness too. Because Ben can still manipulate him so easily.
He still has the upper hand.
Why doesn't he give Ben the same breakfast he gave Miles?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nice
Here, you're gonna
pineapple
chew on
with
this
a
for a
pin.
while.
I think that would have been funny if Kate ate half the sandwich going over there. It's like, this is all you get.
Oh, I would have drank like
eggs,
that much iced tea left.
I was going to go on a tangent about something, but anyways, yeah. I was going to say, I heard sometimes delivery drivers do that when they deliver food. I've read an article, who knows, I hope it's not true, but I'm like, that would be awful. Sometimes they actually take a few fries or, a few people admit
I
to
have to
doing
say
that
is pretty tempting if you do get
That's terrible.
takeout on your way home. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Uber taste testing.
Yeah, right. I'm going to make sure
They're trying to protect you to make sure it's not
poison. Just make sure you get a quarter of your sandwich. Because I really had to be thorough, make sure it was okay. But
yeah, and and poor Hurley, he just got he got quiet. He got Scooby-Dooed.
Mm-hmm.
He fell for it like that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it was like,
he knew it right when he said it. It's like, oh.
And for Locke to really trust Hurley to be like that, he's like, oh, well, I didn't think he was going to tell everybody.
He really is.
He is.
You think Locke would have known that? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hurley just has that personality where he's too trusting and too,
He's too open. He's an open book.
Yeah, he's too open.
Mm-hmm. Now with Locke, we jinxed it when you were saying he's not going to torture Miles.
No, he won't. At least he won't torture him. And no, he was
bad.
the worst thing.
Because
you can do to somebody.
You're making his jaw open all that way to take in this freaking grenade and bite down on it for a long time. His jaw, he's gonna get lockjaw, and that lockjaw that was not meant. I didn't mean to make a pun, but yeah, he's gonna seize up there, which will make him hold on to it, but it also might push it out, so he might freaking blow up. That might be just a random thing that we hear in the background, which I'm laughing.
He might be spread out for
that's
miles.
Terrible. Oh, we're really bad in this review. We need symbols now. He was spread for miles. So he's going to hunt Ben, and he is now trying to get money from him because Ben apparently has a lot of money at his disposal.
Mm-hmm. And it makes sense that Miles would do that now because we saw that with the poor grandmother at the house trying to, find out what her grandson had the money, and he took it. So he loves money.
Yeah, he does love money.
He's not afraid to ask for it.
Did you catch that Ben said, why 3.2? Why not 3.4?
Yeah, he plays with them. Yeah, he plays.
Is it the numbers again? Tom, where's your list again? I don't know why I can't still
I don't know.
remember
I was trying to find it, but
yeah, we remember it and then we forget. But I think 32 might be.
32.
Was 32 one?
Maybe 3.2 is 32.
Because why would Ben say, 44. Why that number? Why not 3.4? Why not this? So I kind of thought, okay, that has to be one of the numbers again. But yeah, I mean, what does that mean? What do they want? And we know there's a time difference because Dan was doing those tests before with that payload, and it came in 30 minutes later. So he was told, or he told Frank to stay on course or something, right? Like someone said to stay exactly on course, no matter what. You cannot go off at all. You have to be perfect.
I wonder if it has something to do with the size of the object.
I don't know. It's probably scientifically like all these things.
A whole night. I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
since they haven't had any word.
Bermuda Triangle. That's where they are.
They went all
sometimes skips.
Not quite.
Or like X-Files, when you lose, like, how much time was it? I'm like, oh my God, it happened again.
They got abducted by aliens? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I wasn't, but now I am.
You're getting probed?
X-Files in there, so now I'm going to like go with it. Probe! No! Maybe it's not what you think.
Man, and that's very concerning that they haven't found them in that length of time yet. So, I mean, maybe it'll go back to normal, like they'll arrive there the following day, but
I think they'll arrive there, but it's going to be extremely late. But there's got to be something more to the time difference than just, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason why that was 30 minutes and this one's taking longer. Maybe it has something to do with the course. The more on course you are, the more on time you are.
And the more on course you stay, it could be, unless something is unless the ship is moving and where the ship was isn't now. Because unless it tried to make it to that coordinate and it can't find it now and the ship moved.
I don't know. There's something
or
really not normal. Yeah, there's something not normal.
The island is the ship.
Dial it.
Yeah, the way that you have to do these coordinates and you have to do it exactly. Otherwise, there's a delay or something. There's something so bizarre. It's not normal that's happening there. And I do have to say that Miles knew everything about Kate. So Charlotte and everyone else should also know all about them as well. Dan and Charlotte did shifty eyes on the beach when they had to use the emergency line. And when that woman picked up on the other line, she wasn't even friendly. That's an emergency line.
Yeah, she's like,
oh my God, are you okay? Like,
right.
You can be professional and kind of caring.
Yeah,
but
like,
she was kind of annoyed and like, okay, why are you calling me on this line? And they were like kind of awkward about it because we know that they're still playing them for some reason. I don't know.
And when Jock
you're putting Jack and Lot together. Team Jock.
Sorry guys. When Jack introduced Charlotte and Dan looked down like, oh, they're here with the freighter. They're gonna help us, get off this island. Dan looked down like, yeah, kind of, sorta. So you can really tell by his mannerisms as well. And something's going on with him with the that game they were playing, the card game. Like he was kind of sad that he didn't get all three of them correct.
And 2 was good.
He got 2 out of 3.
But he's like, oh, and there's only 3 cards. So apparently he must be able to do a lot of cards. And then some.
Yeah. And
whatever
is it like
else
a magic
he really
trick
can do.
Or
maybe it's just like a
strategic
training. Yeah. Because he does seem off. Maybe.
Or maybe it's an experiment. Like, I was able to do this off this island, but now on this island I'm being affected by it.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, maybe he has some kind of certain power like Miles does.
Superhumans here.
Because he seems like he's experimenting on the island because he did that payload thing, and then he just seems very, I want to say nerdy, but he wants to seems like he's there to experiment on certain things. It seems like they're all there with their own agenda for whatever company they're working for.
Yes.
So I don't know what Charlotte's deal is, but right.
Charlotte's like an anthropologist. What is she?
I think that's what she was. Yeah.
So maybe she's trying to get up some.
And what was Miles again?
Miles can
talk to the dead.
He can talk to the dead. He can read how people die.
That's right. Yeah.
Can you read how people die though? I don't think
He did with Naomi. He didn't know he knew she died not on their hand, by their hands.
I don't think he knew I think he assumed she was dead because of the phone call, and then she was desperate on the phone, and then she died on the phone.
But then he went to go. He goes, I have to see her body,
because he knew on the phone that she died.
Yeah,
and so he knew, and they admitted that she died, right? And then he needed to go see the body.
And he goes, I need to see the body, and I just need a minute with her. And they were in the jungle with her. He was sitting, looking over her body, and Kate was on the side with Jack, and he's like, yeah, they didn't do it. They didn't do it.
Yeah, because he talked to her. He's kind of like off of Umbrella Academy, you know, where you can talk to dead. We just don't see that. I think that's what it is. And he talked to her after she passed, and she told him what happened, and that's how he knew.
Okay.
You know, I'm pretty sure that's why. I don't think he knows. He could, but I don't think he knows when someone before they die. I don't think he could predict that. He could.
Well, that's pretty good because the kid in the bedroom, the first person we saw him read, wasn't even there. Like,
he was dead, right?
He was dead, but he wasn't in that room.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
he just connects
with.
But
I think there's a reason why they're all on this island.
Yes.
Or
whoever this guy is, whoever his boss is, because it looked like Ben was a little intimidated by Miles talking of this boss. He's like, you know who I work for, right? And so he didn't look like, he didn't sound like condescending or anything. He's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So it might be an equal.
Could it be Jacob?
Could be Jacob.
Jacob is in charge of everybody.
Could be Richard. No, Richard's.
Who knows? We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Where is that guy?
Where is everybody? We're still here.
Yeah, you can't really be comfortable because where are they really?
Yeah. I hate everyone being divided like this. I mean, here we have our main group all separated, and so.
Yeah, right now they're pretty divided. I mean, Locke's group is kind of small, but they're passionate about what they believe in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't have having grenades for breakfast, but
that's just terrible. Yeah, so can't wait to see the next episode, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Don't bite down on grenades.
if you have a choice.
If you have a choice.